Hi everybody, here's my story. So I am the United States documenter, and it's my job to document the war and make sure that the generations after us know what happened. I am also a political investigative journalist of 17, going on 18 years, and also the most hunted out there. I am under active war with them myself. I call it the silent ban. They launched it against me 7.5 years ago, and it entails everything from shadow banning me to knocking me off platforms to coming for me, stochastic terrorism tactics, and more. The other day, I filed a document because it's under Section 15 of the ICC, and that's where I'm protected, or so they say. But it declares the president as illegitimate, giving unlawful orders, and occupying his seat. I've asked him to leave. He doesn't have a lease. He doesn't own the properties. He doesn't have a reason to be there. I've reached out now to Congress and Senate to let them know. I've reached out to the courts. I have reached out to every head of the military. And I know you all know the answer. However, I have also reached out to all the other, most of the other, not the dictatorship ones, but the countries to let them know how they need to treat him. And as we build up speed on this, we finally sent it to his 13 different emails this morning. We don't know when he got around to reading it or if he did, but it does declare he is not allowed to spend money. He is not, why he's occupying and squatting, he's not allowed to use our military. He is not allowed to do anything. I've reversed all of his orders, all the way back to January 20th. My position as the United States person that documents this is to ensure that I speak on behalf of all American citizens. And I am really trying hard. Because they shadow ban me and I'm in something called Black Box AI, where they have their government right now, or our government, in a room just monitoring every keystroke I do. I don't get the word out enough. And I'm supposed to be representing the people. So any help I can get with that would be great. We do have a arrest list for a lot of people. And nobody's responding. So now we have to work with Interpol and other things. I really would have wished at this point the military, after knowing that he's illegitimate, giving wrongful answers, would have, especially with unlawful answers, would have been contacting me by now to regroup under me. Or other captains. I don't care. But I did declare yesterday, this is why it's important, that we won this war. I have broken everything he's done into different wars. And by declaring that we won this war, it changes a lot. It means that he's the aggressor, so anything we do now is on self-defense. It means that he doesn't belong there. Because when he started this specific war, it was before he was in office. And I think everybody needs to understand this. He started a crypto last June. That crypto was meant to overthrow our banking before he even was president. He had a meeting in April with 300 people he had working on how to rig the elections and overthrow. It was led by Ashley Hayek. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and watch her brag on video. If you don't believe me about how they're about to unleash robots using Peter Thiel's databases of us, which have everything, and that there is a 20% of us, 600 million, 60 million maybe, people that are about to die here. If you don't believe me, they brag on YouTube. Everything I've ever said or told everyone, they've been telling people, but you're not saying it because of your political stances, and they know how to control you because for 9 years we've been a part of their psych op wars. That's psychological warfare that was started in 2016 by Russia. So you're going to need to start going into YouTube and Googling some of this. Google Peter Thiel. Pam Bondi worked with DeSantis in 2022 to learn how to rig elections, and then took it to about 5 other states. His own election needs to be overturned. He is illegitimate. Randy Fine and Jimmy Petronis, who just won, are illegitimate. They also cheated. And there's about 6 different ways they cheat because they can't even get close enough to win. Trump he's not the president. You'll never hear me say it because he is illegitimate. On one step onesteptovictory.org. So it's ONE, onesteptovictory.org. You'll see our first round of stuff that we sent out. You'll see who did what. You'll actually finally see some truth. If this video ever gets out. If you guys see it. If you do see it, please share it. The only thing that stops us right now from getting him is for the citizens to know that they can. Legally. Because we actually have an obligation that when somebody is deemed illegitimate and squatting in our house, it is our obligation as citizens to remove them. We are no longer on the defense. We have to be on the offense. My document clears that in every court of law. Every single court of law, even if they grab us, it'll clear you. Here's the thing. If they grab you and you don't grab them, you use it. It's kind of like the Monopoly card, okay? We actually have a right to grab them. They don't have a Monopoly card, just like he doesn't have a lease to be in the White House. So I need everyone to be clear. I will do my best to try to educate you. There are going to be a lot of lists coming out and more people because there's so many. And it's going to get real. They're going to get angry. Not sure what to do about that because he has trained them for 9 years to think that we're always against him, trying to get him arrested or killed or thrown out of office. But for the last 4 years, he has been plotting with a group of over 300 people of how to destruct our entire nation. And then when he gets in, not just destruct the nation, but when there's no other buildings left to close and no other land to give away, he's going to take out the people in bulk. And what I didn't know until all this is that Ukraine also had a list, and so did Gaza, from the same company that's holding the one of ours, Pantaleer. In Gaza, it was 250,000 people were marked because they use a system of AI, and it's not human checked. And Peter Thiel's excuse behind the mothers and children that were killed in that was, I just sell it. Whatever they do with it afterwards, not my problem. But he has been actively working with J.D. Vance and J.D. Vance's VCs that he's funding to actually develop something that they now have and that they are testing and using. It's called Kill AI. Literally, that is the name. So we pretty much know what's happening. YouTube, but you have to type in keywords and it's going to open up a whole new world for you guys. And these other people, they're cheering this on. Cheering it on. I hope you guys see this. I love y'all.